The question this week is how do I teach my child how to read food labels? Well, this is an excellent question. It gets me really excited because if you want to empower your child to make better decisions and make good choices when it comes to eating, is no better way to do this than to teach them how to read food labels. And parents, it's not as hard as you think it is. It really is easy. I call this the big three. So let's start off with that. The first thing is serving size. Looking at the serving sizes when you're about to buy a product. For instance, if it says, let's say 200 calories, you're like, wow, that's not that much. That's pretty good. But then you look and see, that's only half a cookie. I normally eat 4 cookies. That's 800 calories. So then you know, okay, this is not a good choice to make. So you look at those serving sizes because that's all you can have based on those numbers. Because if you double up, you also have to double up the calories and everything else. And the next thing in the big three is looking at sugar. Added sugar in products. Lucky for us, there's a line that says added sugar. And if you have a lot of added sugar in the product, put it back on the shelf. The goal is to try to buy things that has 0 grams of added sugar. And the third thing that you want to look at when you're looking at those labels are the ingredient list. What's in the product? If it's a lot of ingredients, especially ingredients you cannot pronounce, you cannot read, you have no idea what it is, those are the things that you do not want to put in your body, especially if you don't know what it is. So challenge your child to try to find things with less ingredients. And keep in mind that the very first ingredient, that's what's the most in that particular product. So if the first ingredient is sugar or white flour, you might want to put that back on the shelf if it's anything that's not good for your body. So that's what I advise to do with that. Now, when you go to the store with your child, make it fun, make it a game. Ask them to find a healthy snack with, let's say, 5 or less ingredients. 4 or less ingredients, and get them a chance to go out there and find something. Look at labels with your child. Compare things to see how much fiber is in 2 things or how much added sugar, looking at the calorie count, so they can start to learn and appreciate and ask them questions and let them decide based on what the numbers show, which is more healthier. The other thing, parents, I want y'all to do is teach them the tricks that they use in marketing. When it comes to front of packages, they like to use words like whole grain. I mean, you can sprinkle some whole grain and then they say whole grain, right? Or they say all natural. All natural does not mean healthy. There's a lot of words that they will use, like fiber, iron, but when you look at it, it was added to the food. If it's a fibrous food, you don't have to add fiber to something that naturally has fiber. You get what I'm saying? So start to teach them those tricks that marketing uses to get you to buy a product, making you feel it's healthy when it really isn't. So hopefully those tips help you as you go into the grocery store. And the more y'all look at those labels together, the more you both will learn. So remember, y'all, diet and workout equals great success. Have a good time reading those labels. Bye-bye.